Hello there, Gemini. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of June the 17th through the 23rd. This is a general reading, meaning that not everything I see here will apply to every single Gemini who watches this video. You may want to check your rising sign and your moon sign for additional information. If you have specific questions that you would like to have answered, or if you need clarity around some kind of situation in your life, you may want to consider a private reading with me. To do that, you want to check out my website, which is www.amista.info. Once you're there, you can see all my contact information. Just get a hold of me and we can get you scheduled pretty quickly. Okay, so let's see what cards are coming up for you guys for this week, Geminis. The first thing that I have coming up talks to me about your environment. And your environment is any place where you have energy or effort invested. What I'm seeing here is that there's something going on in your environment that has you feeling very sad, or I don't want to say upset or angry, but definitely sad. There's something that is really tearing at your heart about your environment. So that could be, somebody that you're working with is making you sad. It could be that something has happened with your favorite chair in your office and you have to replace it. Could be anything really, but something that's making you sad in your environment. Okay, next let's look at your subconscious leanings. Looks to me like your subconscious is working on, how can I loosen my budget up? How can I make sure that I have more energy? How can I feel better in my health sector? And so these are three different areas that are coming up for me here. So this is going to be manifesting different ways for different ones of you Geminis. So for some of you, this subconscious is going to be all about, how do I get more income, or how do I get less outflow of my money? For some of you, this is going to be about energy. You haven't had as much energy as you want, and you want to bring in more energy. So your subconscious is working on how that can happen. And for others of you, what was the other one that I said now? I can't remember. I think this had to do with effort. No, this has to do with your health. So some of you are working on, how can I improve my health so that I actually feel better? There we go. Thank you. All right, so next we're looking at communication style and also learning style for this week for you Geminis. So as far as learning, information comes really quickly to you. Like, you understand things very, very quickly. You're picking up things super fast this week. As far as communication style, I think that you're very clear in the things that you're communicating. There is no doubt on the other person's mind as far as what you're trying to say. Next thing I'm looking at talks to me about work. Now, for me, work is that thing that we do to make a living or to feel productive in the community. It is also those things that we do to improve our own inner character. So we're going to look at what you're doing in the community to make a living first. And it looks like work is really going good. You actually are enjoying a lot of the work that you're doing this week, Gemini. And it seems like it's very productive and happiness making. Now, as far as inner work really is all about finding that happiness. And I think you're really in a groove of finding your happiness and staying in that happy place. So just continuing on with that is what I see for inner work. Now, next thing I'm looking at talks to me about that part of your personality that's being grown or expanded right now. What we have coming up here is that there is somebody that you're missing at the moment. And I see that as running sort of as a theme through this week, that you're going to be missing this person. So it may be that somebody's on vacation or whatever, but there's somebody that you're missing here. Next thing that we're looking at, Gemini, talks to me about those things that you stand for. And what we have coming up here is telling me that there's somebody that you're not on the same page with, somebody that, you're partnered up with, but you guys are not agreeing. And so things are kind of coming to a standstill. Looks to me like somebody's giving you a hard time. Hey, if you would just say this, or if you would just go along with that, everything would be fine. And you're saying, yeah, well, that's all well and good, but I can't do that in good conscience. There's no way that I can actually go along with that. So how other people are perceiving you, they're seeing you as basically having hit some kind of roadblock or obstacle. They have great faith that you'll overcome the roadblock or obstacle, but they are seeing you as dealing with that right now. Now, as far as pivotal energy for the week, Geminis, what I see coming up here is your self-esteem is coming into a nice, healthy place. You're feeling self-confident. You know what you know, and you are really just rocking it. That is actually helping to change some of the energies around you during the week. There are some decisions that you need to make as your self-esteem is coming back into that healthy place. You are making some decisions, and those decisions have to do with information that has come out that was unexpected information that just sort of popped up to the surface, basically out of nowhere. And I think that that decision around this new information is actually causing you to spend some time alone and do some self-reflecting, at least for a little while. Okay, so that's actually, I think you guys are really realizing your self-worth, that pivotal energy when I see your self-confidence coming up. So anyway, Geminis, that is your reading. I really hope that this is helpful to you. Here quickly. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful week. Peace out.